Hello, Divine Masculines. How are you on this magical Monday? So it's Monday, Mercury's in retrograde, the sun is in Libra, we just had full moon in Pisces. It's a lot of deliciousness going on. Let's see what they got, because evidently there's a lot. Okay, so you got two cards that fell out before I could even get started. Whale, soul's path, honor your soul's purpose. I'm going to touch on that in a minute. And koala, empathy. Speak less and listen more, divine masculines. Speak less and listen more. I know a lot of the divine masculines in my life, that's an issue for them, right? They are quite verbose. They love to hear themselves speak, but they're not very good listeners. And so, as I remind them all the time, as I do my children, you have two ears and one mouth for a reason, right? You're supposed to listen twice as much as you speak. If you listen and pay attention, as you're listening, you're picking up not only in the words that are being said, but you're picking up on the vibrations of the things that are being said. And you're going to be able to tap into those energies and really, really connect with the person that you're speaking to. And it's time right now. It's time to offer empathy to other people because people are really struggling right now, especially with all this fear energy. But it's also time to offer empathy to yourself. And for some of you, this is just a confirmation that yes, you are an empath. Yes, you are empathic. Yes, you are super sensitive. No, you're not crazy, and you got to figure it out. Sorry. I'm not sorry. I love being an empath. I love being able to connect with people in that way. I love being able to receive like all the all the messages from like the angelic and the heavenly realm. But it took me a long time to learn how to deal with that, to learn how to be an empath. I would cry and be upset, angry, like pick up on everyone's emotions, instead of filtering them out. Um, I had to develop a stronger emotional intelligence in order to use discernment to get through that. So that was something. It is something. Um, but it's still a gift. It's definitely a gift. And now soul's path. Honor your soul's purpose. Many of you are not trusting your intuition. And many of you are going against the guidance. You're going against your intuition. You're going against the guidance that you're getting. The reason things are not working out for you and the reason that things seem to be falling apart is because you're moving away from your truth and your joy. Thank you. So whenever we're on like our soul's path, right? Like we're all on this path. We all have things that we really want. We all have things that we desire, right? And our soul is always in connection with the higher realm. So our soul is always in alignment with that in which we truly desire. Obviously for the highest good. Like it's like, oh, I want to kill somebody. No, don't be a dick. We're talking spirit here. We're talking real stuff. Like you truly, it's your soul, the desire of your soul to like, I don't know, like maybe move to another part of the world or open a restaurant or start your own business, like whatever that is. But due to your 3D obligations, you're not following the callings of your soul. You're not following your truth and your love and the things that you want because you're doing your 3D obligations, right? And so now you're just showing up at life and you're participating, you're going through the motions, but you're not truly joyful, right? You don't have the joy within your heart that no one can take away from you. You're not feeling that about life because you're just going through your 3D motions. And so your soul is kind of like nudging you always, yo, what about this? What about your passion? What about your joy? What about your happiness? Like, go be happy, go be happy, go be happy, go be happy. And you're like, I gotta go to work. I gotta do this. Oh, but my mom. Oh, but my dad. Oh, but my sister. Oh, but my kids. And it's like your soul is like, but I want to be happy. I want to be happy. I want to be happy. And if we're happy, everyone's gonna be happy for us. And you're like, no, I feel bad. No, like I. There's another story for you. I met an incredible man who was driving an Uber. super lovely, wonderful, good energy, right? And we were talking about, I was asking him if he was from here and different places he lived, and he told me he wanted to move, but that, and I was like, oh, so why don't you? And he's like, oh, I can't. I'm like, why? And he's like, oh, because my mom's here. I was like, I'm like, what does that have to do with you moving? He's like, oh, well, I don't want to leave her because she's here, with the grandkids. So I'm like, I said, so let me just understand this correctly. So you have a desire to move someplace beautiful, tropical, and safer, but you don't want to leave your mom. Your mom would also want that, but she doesn't want to leave the grandkids. I said, so y'all are not going to be happy because y'all want to help somebody else raise their kids, as opposed to being like, hey, let me go over here and start a new life for myself and be really awesome and joyous, and then y'all have a place to visit. Or maybe you'll see that it's so great there that everybody will decide that actually this doesn't work and we're going to shift over there. Like, I'm like, dude, you're not a tree. Your roots are not in the ground. Get up and go. Get up and go. Like, be the be the activator. Be the voice of change. Like, be the person that does the different thing. I love my family. Most of them are in New York right now. Well, most of my northern family, because most of my other part of the family is in the South. I love my family, but I'm not staying in New York City because that would be more convenient for them. That makes no sense. Why should I be unhappy to make someone else's life more convenient? How selfish, right? How selfish to think that I need to be unhappy in order for you to be joyful. If I need to be unhappy for someone else to be happy, that person can go fuck themselves and swallow a rancid dick. I mean that wholeheartedly. I will never make myself miserable for someone else ever again in life. I did that shit for a long time. I know what it feels like to sacrifice for friends, family, lovers. I did all that shit. Fuck everybody. 100, 100, 100. If you're not with it, you're not for me, you're against me, basically. And it's no hard feelings, and I'll love you from a distance, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna sit here and be motherfucking miserable and unhappy because that's gonna make you happy. Think about that. If I need to be miserable for you to be happy, you're a piece of shit. Because I don't want anyone in my life to be unhappy. I would never want people in my life to be unhappy. I'm a big celebrator of people in my life. I am a big celebrator, supporter of people in their lives, whether I agree with it or not. Hey, you like it, I love it. So we say in the hood, right? You like it, I love it. Cool, that's what you're doing? Great. So if your boyfriend's an asshole, but you're in love with him, great. Hope he doesn't hit you. Hope he doesn't harm you. Fantastic. Your girlfriend's a bitch, great. Love her, cool. Like her too. Like, that has nothing to do with me. I'm not fucking her. I'm not fucking him. That's between y'all. That's between y'all. Handle your business. But I'll tell you one thing: if you come over here with that unhappy shit, you'll see a whole side of me you didn't like. You fuck up my day, I'll fuck up your night. Simple shit. Simple shit. I might walk with Christ, but I am not him. Totally, totally be easy. You know what I mean? And so you have to think about it. Like, who's showing up in your life that's not supporting your happiness? And if that person is you, check your damn self. Knock yourself upside your head. Like, what am I thinking? Ding, ding, ding. Like, knock yourself upside your head. Like, get it together. Like, I don't want to be happy. I don't want to be unhappy. So make a choice. It literally is that simple. Make a choice. Like, wake up and be like, you know what? I don't like this. I don't want to feel like this anymore. And it's not going to happen in 5 seconds, but it will happen. And you don't have to feel like that every day. You don't. Suffering is a choice. Staying in these fake ass obligations and systems and patterns and like places that just don't resonate with you anymore, go. And sometimes that hurts. Like, sometimes the things you lose will be your family. Sometimes the things you lose will be your friends. Sometimes the things you lose will be the place you grew up or, your neighborhood. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry. Um, sometimes it'll be the country you grew up in, right? Like, maybe you're being called to move to another country and you're scared shitless, right? Because you don't know anyone there. You don't know if it's going to work out. You don't know. And then you have all these people around you that love you that are telling you, like, oh, well, you don't know anyone. What are you thinking? It's so scary. What are you going to do? What if something goes wrong? Who's going to help with the kids? Like, people put all their fears on you. It's like, all right, maybe you're scared to take a chance on life, but I'm not. I'm not scared to take a chance on life because guess what? Every time I've taken a chance on life, God has shown up for me in ways that no human being has, literally. So why should I keep holding myself back in fear and imprisonment of your fears because you're scared to take a chance on yourself? And that's with everything. That's with your business. That's with your family. It's with where you live. It's with your health. It's how you're living your life. Like, take a chance on your fucking self, or nobody else will. I don't know how people are out here expecting people to show up for them. You're not even showing up for yourself. Show up for your fucking self. Today's the day. Show up for yourself. Like, you know what? I don't want to be unhappy anymore. I don't like it. I don't like feeling this way about myself. I don't like how, whatever, my hair looks, my weight, and I'm going to do something about it. And it's not going to happen overnight. Like the mental fuckery that we pick up doesn't happen overnight. The weight that we pick up doesn't happen overnight. The debts that we have don't happen overnight. Like, these things take time to occur. So they're going to take time to fix. But you have the opportunity to do it. And it starts by showing up for your fucking self. It starts by taking those little inclinations where your soul is telling you, let's go do this thing to make us happy. And stop choosing unhappiness as your fucking go-to mechanism. Like, make your go-to joyful. I wake up every day and I'm like, I'm going to have a high vibrational day. People ask me how I'm doing. I say extraordinary. I wish I could say that, they tell me. So say it. It's not my fucking word. I didn't make it up. Anybody can use it. I am sovereign. I am majestic. I am extraordinary. I'm brilliant. I'm luminous. I am love. I am God's. I am the goddess. I talk life over myself all day long. Why? Because it's my life. Bless my hands, Lord. Bless my steps. Bless my words. Bless my messages so that the people can receive them that need to hear it the most. May they feel your presence wherever I'm at. It's every day. Every day. And for some people, they get it. And for some people, they don't because they're like, oh, she's cursing. But go fuck yourself. If you don't get the fact that I am loving on you and I'm pouring life into you because I used a word that might be profane, then you've missed the entire point and you're the problem. Facts all day. Look in the fucking mirror. I will get over it. Trust me, I'm not going to lose a wink of sleep. But you need to show up for yourself. And right now, you're being called to do that. Follow those inclinations. Follow it, follow it, follow it, follow it. And the things that you're feeling, the things that you're picking up on, pay attention to it. Pay attention to see if it's yours and pay attention to see if it's someone else's. And if it is yours, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? All right, now that I've flipped, I'm going to pull one more card. One more card, Divine Masculines. I want y'all to be fucking drunk. Look at this. Throw the deck. Courage. Ask for what you want. Because you have to show up for yourself. You have to show up for you. Ain't nobody else gonna do that shit. You gotta do it. Fucking kidding me right now? Salmon. Determination. You know where you are going. And you will get there. Yo, you gotta have some faith. You gotta have some faith. And yeah, you see the salmon, right? Because salmons like to swim upstream and they make shit a little bit difficult. So maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe you're swimming upstream because you want to get there and you're gonna push past it, push, push, push. But your soul is telling you, listen to what we're telling you because it doesn't have to be that hard. Yes, you can listen. I can get through this wall banging my head into it 1,000 times and it will work. I can get through the wall. Or I can open the fucking door and walk around and get to the wall that way. It doesn't have to be that hard. It doesn't have to hurt. You don't have to suffer. You don't. You don't have to suffer through all of this. And if anyone is telling you that you need to be miserable or unhappy or think about them because you're only thinking about yourself, is a people say that, oh, you're being so selfish. No, it's because they're being selfish, right? You're not selfishly thinking about them in the moment because, oh my God, you're putting your happiness first. And so that's a problem. It's different when you're being selfish when like you're breaking your word, when you are being that fucking douche and not showing up, not being accountable, not being present, like not doing your things to do. You know the difference. And there's a difference between being called selfish because you're choosing your mental, spiritual, physical, and emotional health first, or there's a difference between being selfish because you're choosing money, greed, fear, deceit, and deception first. Like, figure it out. Because there's the energy of love that you should be choosing from, and there's the energy of fear that's going to have you do some fuckery shit. So you figure it out, and you know better. You all the way know better. You're not watching this message if you're not fucking grown enough to know better. And since you know better, do better. That's really what it is. That's really what it is. So make better choices, tap into your emotions, and start trusting that guidance. You have the courage, you have the resolve, you have everything that you need inside of you to get to the next steps. And if everything isn't there already, it will come once you start trusting this, your soul's path. So you have to start trusting that. You have to start trusting in those things you're getting. You're empathic. You're feeling these things for a reason. Time to shut your mouth and stop talking yourself out of your blessings and listen. Listen to the universe. Listen to the guidance of your soul. Don't listen to the fears of human beings. Don't listen to the fears of people who have never tried to be successful, people who have quit on themselves. Don't listen to your fears of people that are stagnant and stuck and scared. Don't listen to that shit. Because I know a lot of people that won't leave their neighborhoods because they're scared of planes or cars, or they don't know what the next area is going to be, and people that are scared to take a chance on themselves because, their job is at least a steady paycheck, and they don't know, and what if, and what if. There's a whole bunch of what ifs in the world. There's a universal potentiality. Choose the potentials that are working for you. What if it doesn't work? Great. So try something else. I think, what was it? Thomas Edison tried, what, like 1,000 ways to make a light bulb before he found the one that worked. And he's like, oh, I found 1,001 ways that didn't work. He didn't quit. Imagine if he quit. Be in a fucking dark room right now. Get your life. Get your life and do better. Do better because you're all the way being guided to do this. Like, you got the whole. I'm getting hyped because I feel the energy. You have the whole universe behind you, just supporting you, and you're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You like, do you want to be unhappy? Because some people do. Some people like. Listen, I know people that are completely in alignment with their afflictions. They love to be unhappy. They love to be depressed. They love to talk about their illness. They love to talk about poverty and how things do not work out for them. Like, those people are in complete alignment with them. That is their joy, I want to say, their favorite topic. Are you in alignment with those? Is that the person that you are? That you're so comfortable with your trauma, your dysfunction, and your lack that you don't want better for yourself? Because if that's cool, I mean, we all have free will. So if that's what you want to do, cool. Support you 1,000%. I want better for you, but if that's what you want to do, cool. Having said that, you also have the option to be joyous and happy and loving, to trust yourself, to have faith in yourself, to know that you're making decisions from a place of the highest good of all, and that the path is going to be supported. And that, yes, you may not know all the answers right now, but if you take one step, God will show you the next step because that's how faith works. Get with it. Get with it. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. All right. I love you guys. God loves you. Look at this. Lighten up. Bottom of the deck. Listen. It's life. You're not getting out alive. So you might as well just have some fucking fun. Have fun. Stop being miserable. Why do you want to be miserable? This is the shit. I don't know which one. I don't know if it's one person or if it's just the energy of divine masculines right now, but literally, why would you want to be unhappy? I don't understand. Joy is your birthright. Joy is like, literally, joy is your birthright. Be joyful. Follow the dictates of your soul. Your soul is going to show you the path of least resistance. Your soul is going to show you the way that feels better, that lightens up this mood for you. Let it in. Let the blessings in. Stop overthinking it. Get out of your fucking mind. You cannot outthink God. And just relax and enjoy the process. It doesn't have to be hard. All right. I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you. Have an incredible week. Go make decisions that are. Just go fucking follow your path, dude. We all want you to be successful. Literally. Me, the angels, the ancestors, the spirit guides, the galactic star federation, the ascended masters, God. Every single person in heaven just wants you to be so joyful and so fulfilled in this life that you leave life bursting. You're just bursting. So happy when you go back, when your soul goes back, when your body is done, it's done. And you'll go back to heaven and you'll be like, yes, I lived while I was there. I was on earth and I made earth my bitch. Like, go do it. Fuck. All right. I love you. God loves you. The angels surround you. Have the best week ever. Later, y'all.